with this one. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. So FIU's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season.
Come on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Alright, that camera shit's fucking me up. I turn the lights out.
Welcome to Pit Bull Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the FIU Panthers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. So Western Kentucky's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return.
Let's get it.
Good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players
looking to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. From the gun, it's Voorhees. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. FIU will line up to punt. And it'll be downed right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Finds his target. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Back's got it on the screen. He's past the 30. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Catch in the middle.
He caught it? What?
He's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Stone. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Voorhees.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for room, it's Voorhees. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeps it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And It's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. Third down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run it on fourth down. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the second quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Guys, back to you.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, WKU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass on second down. And that one's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Stoll. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for a big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Reynolds. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their...
Caught, and he's got room. The 20, the 10, touchdown Panthers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. After the
time.
The crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith.
Didn't even mean to return that bitch.
Room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. And he's brought down after a short gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Left side, it's Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Plows his way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Hilltoppers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The fake wants to throw. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's open. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Jackson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Hicks. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on 2nd down. Right side, it's Claiborne. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown Toppers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. First play of this drive. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking for space. It's Voorhees. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Running inside the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Running the red zone. It's Voorhees. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's second and long. Keeps it himself. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This will be the last play of the quarter, and it's 1st and goal. On the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense is starting the season off with a bang.
He'll bring it out. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books. Head time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 9 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Kennesaw State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Selling the fake. Slings it downfield. Out wide right, it's French. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just gets rid of that one.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Right side, it's Brown. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on a...
Makes the grab in their space. Inside the touchdown, Hilltoppers. And the stomping has commenced.
Whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Out wide right, it's Burke. Looking for room at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play.
I can't after my game.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll go back to the air on second down. And they're not on the same page there.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Hits inside, it's Voorhees. He's got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Van Buren. Right side, it's Smith. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Hilltoppers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick give, it's Jackson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll pitch it. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Going over the top. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida International. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just
All right,
like
can't
that.
play around. Just got to do what was working again.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down coming up. Bust through behind his pad. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Snowed under by the defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Hilltoppers will try to convert on fourth down. Looking for the marker. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Reynolds.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
Doc! Venom! Hey, Venom!
In the gun end, looking to throw on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Hilltoppers have pushed it inside the 20. Tight end now in motion. Using his feet. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Ford International comes out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. On the move, it's Voorhees.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Quarterback changing the play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Left side, it's Reynolds. Snags it, and there's running room. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Running inside, it's Voorhees. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Nelson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Face the grab. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. FIU pushing tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is,
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Shakes off the defender. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Bad read.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Right down the middle. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Release to the back. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. They're all over him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Voorhees. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down to the air. Pulls it in. It's Nelson. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. He's changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Anderson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Landing! Escape! Slow, idiot!
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. The old coaching cliche, go player number